Hello, hey guys. Today we are doing a tier list. Now I've reached the point in my YouTube career where I can officially do a tier list. Go ad free. Wait, I have to pay for no ads? Okay. What the hell is that? I've come to the point in my YouTube career where I can officially make a tier list. AKA I have no video ideas left. So today we are doing a GT3 tier list, ranking GT3 cars. So our categories are: I drive this in a 24 hours race, like a 24-hour Le Mans. I drive this in a sprint race. Pretty self-explanatory. Low-key mid is just a mid car, and then what the fuck is this? Just really bad car. Made for the wall. So that's a GT3 car that will probably see the wall a lot in the race. Now, first up, we have the McLaren 720S GT3. Shoot, I didn't expect this. So basically, I'm gonna do a lap around the Long Beach Street Circuit because it's the track I know the best, and then I will rank it off of that. So, taking a long time to load. Here we go. On McLaren 720S GT3 Evo. Now, this is a pretty decent GT3 car. It's not the worst, but it's not like, I don't think they've had that many championship wins. Let me put my mic right here. Oh shit, I hit the wall. It's just the out lap, so it doesn't matter. Now, the McLaren 720S GT3 Evo isn't that successful, I believe. I mean, with Garage 59, they're pretty good. They're pretty good in GT World Challenge, I'm pretty sure, but I don't think they've won that many GT championships, like major ones. They probably won like a couple like small ones, like GT World Challenge America. I don't know if they won GT World Challenge America, just saying that. But as we come onto the main straight here at what's it called? Long Beach, going into the main straight in turn 1. Gotta be careful not to touch that blue line. I say as I touch the blue line. Handles pretty well over the curb, which is surprising. Brakes pretty well for the fountain section. Alright. Pretty well over the curb. I can go pretty close to the wall without any contact. Handles pretty well, actually. For a little bump right there, little bumpy patch of the road. Goes pretty well. You can take the corners pretty good speed. Pretty good speed around the corners. So I'm gonna keep a track of the lap times, and that's gonna have a factor in rating it. So once I get all the lap times, I'm gonna conclude my ratings off of that. So coming to the line here, we're gonna get, this is actually pretty average lap time here at Long Beach for a GT3 car, a 127. Not too bad, but not like the best lap ever. It's a pretty good GT3 car overall. I'm gonna say like, I drive this in a sprint race because I drive it in real life because it's a pretty good GT3 car. It's not like, I'm not gonna put it at low-key mid because it handles pretty well. It can go decent speed through corners, and on straights it's decent speed, but it's just not like super fast, like really good handling car. So next up we have the Acura NSX GT3. Now, the mod I have is kind of bad, so lap times, I don't know if I'll I don't know. The car is a V6, naturally aspirated Acura NSX, obviously. This ran from the 2010s to actually last year. Last year was the last year for the Acura NSX GT3, and it had a decent run. I don't think it won. I think it was a little under par for modern GT3 cars because they kept the same old formula for a really long time, and unlike Lexus, they didn't update it that much. So it handles fine, but it's a little slow. It's a little like understeery, but like the car does not feel heavy going through corners. It just feels really light. Maybe that's just my force feedback, but I don't know. It's like you come into a corner and you're trying to brake, and it just like goes to super high revs, which doesn't make the steering feel that good. It just feels like a GT3 car. This is what like a 2010s GT3 like Gen 1 car would feel like. It's fast, but it's not like fast compared to like, I don't know, a Ferrari 296. Probably why it runs in the back of my GT3 races. So coming into turn 1 for our first lap with this car. It's kind of slow on the straights. It's not bad through corners. I had to catch a little bit of oversteer right there. That was kind of non-existent through the force feedback. It goes through the fountain section pretty well. It just feels like a modern car feels like a modern car dressing up to be like an old like GTO car. I'm pretty sure that's not what it's intended, and I have a feeling that's only because of the mod that I'm using, but like overall just low-key good. That's what I'm looking at. That will be a 127 actually. That's the same time as a McLaren, but so it's on pace. It's not off pace. So that will be right under the McLaren 127,682 and McLaren's 127,334. So it's not too far off the McLaren, but the handling's just bad. Alright, next up we have the Aston Martin Vantage GT3 Evo. So I do not have a livery for this mod, so it's just going to be default. Just deal with it. Right, so this is the, I'm pretty sure, 2024 variation of the GT3 Evo. They updated it from the other, they had a facelift, I'm pretty sure. I think it's the same engine, but it's like different exterior. Aston Martin is definitely doing better in the looks department than the Acura, and it feels like it was made for the track, other than the Acura, which feels like it was made to like just race. This feels like it was, I don't know, feels like a GT3 car. Feels like a modern GT3 car. That's probably because it is a modern GT3 car, while the Acura is like older. Alright, coming into the first section, it feels like the new age GT3 car, what it should be, and that is what it is. An expensive, like $400,000 race car that competes with other cars. I don't really have to actually like drive it differently than the other GT3 cars. It's just a little understeery, or not much oversteer, or understeery. I have to let off throttle while I'm turning. And there's quite a bit of oversteer, or understeer. Sorry, not oversteer, understeer. Two different things. Will I get a worse time? 125, 126. I get a 127.0.801. So this is just slightly slower than the Acura. So this has, actually no, the Acura is 127.682. It's 127.801. Alright, I'm gonna put that in mid ahead of the Acura. It's definitely not the worst. but like, so next up is the Audi R8 LMS. So LMS, I don't think they produce this anymore because they wanted to focus on their Formula 1 team. And like, I get that, but like, come on, it's GT3. I have a feeling this is gonna be on par with McLaren because they're both like similar kind of cars. I'm pretty sure this. Alright, wait. Let me drive. This one definitely feels like a lot more professional than the Acura. The Acura is just like the bar, or no, the Aston is the bar. The bar is like set to the Aston Martin, and I'm pretty sure most car companies exceed it rather than not exceed it. It's only like, it feels as fast as the Acura, but like the handling just feels way better. Like I can kind of get on the throttle here, while the Aston I have to stay off the throttle. On our first lap, I'm gonna brake around this meter. Is that gonna be too much? Just slightly. I almost hit that wall, but I did not, which is good. And I hit that. That's gonna definitely lose us some time. It's the car handling way too it's just the car handling like way too good. It makes you over push, which might lower it, but lag. Yeah, I'm gonna get a really bad time on this car. I have to make up for it in this section, or this sector, or whatever. Let's call it a section. I don't know. It's not gonna be a good final corner. Oh no. Oh, that's a lot of oversteer. Yeah, we're gonna lose some time. Oh no, this is several seconds off. So 1:31, that's the worst time. Yeah, I think this is just in the handling department. Now, this really depends on what track you go on, but like, I'm gonna put this in between the Acura and the Aston because it's like not bad, but it's not like good. Shoot. Alright, next we have the Bentley Continental GT3. Alright, here it is. Now, the Bentley Continental, I'm pretty sure this project was axed. I don't think, why did Bentley make a GT3 car? This is the most randomest GT3 car ever. This shit, like, I don't know. Pretty sure this was a V8 twin turbo, so very interesting engine choice. I'm gonna actually like push on this lap, not be like the Audi R8 that was really meh. Oh my gosh, I'm not gonna make it for turn one. Nope, I did not. I did not make it for turn one. That's not good. I'm about to call it quits on this thing. What is this? Let's see if it gets worse than the Audi. I think it gets... Alright. This is actually just a boat. I understand why people say it's a boat. It got worse than the NASCAR Cup Series car, Ford Mustang. That's just it. I'm gonna put it in that category. Alright, Ferrari 296. I'm not a Ferrari fan, I swear. To the 70 Inception Racing Ferrari Garmin. The 70 Inception Racing. Now, the Ferrari 296 is a fairly new GT3 car, and this Assetto Corsa mod, the BOP is not good at all. It's really bad BOP. It's like super fast. Like, look at that acceleration. this, I need to check the horsepower number of this car, because, alright, so coming into turn 1, or not turn 1, the main straight here at Long Beach, this is turn 1. You don't have to brake that much actually for turn 1. And Fountain, you can like go in basically blind and you can be fine. Take just a little bit of curb and you're good. Oh, little slide there, that might lose us like a couple tenths or something, but I don't really care. You know how the Bentley couldn't make that and this could? I bet you this Ferrari can make that. The Ferrari made what the Bentley couldn't. GT3. Oh, I go very wide there. It's still a little understeery, but like, if you're just driving it right, you're gonna be fine. And you can actually get on the throttle for the final corner. Is this gonna be our first, not 126? This is 123. That is 3 seconds ahead of the McLaren 720S GT3 Evo. That's wild. Alright. I think this is gonna be the first car I put into I drive this in a 24-hour race. Because holy moly, that's good. Next up is the Ford Mustang GT3. What livery did I put? 88. Okay. I'll drive the 88. Yeah, I think it's S650. This does not look like the S650 at all. And I hit the wall. Yeah, that's mine. Alright, coming into turn 1 here. Or not turn 1. Why do I keep saying turn 1? The main straight here at Long Beach with a little curve. Now there's turn 1. You can late brake. Huh. Alright, I'm focused on that first part because this car handles at... Wait a minute, is this built off the Mustang GTD? Or is the Mustang GTD built off the Ford Mustang GT3? I'm confused now. What came first, chicken or the egg? This is like that type of question. Alright, we got a 125. So a second off of the off the Ferrari 296, or actually no, 2 seconds off the Ferrari 296. But it's still ahead of the McLaren. So the Ford Mustang GT3, I drive in the sprint race. I do that, yeah. It's not a bad car, but it's not like... It's a pretty good car, actually. What am I talking about? It's a really good GT3 car. Next up, the Lexus RCF GT3. Now, this year in IMSA, the Lexus RCF GT3 had not the most ideal season. That, I think in Sebring, they were fighting for the lead in GTD. But that's really all that I remember from the Lexus this year. And that leads to turn 2, and then turn 3, turn 4, same track. How'd I hit the wall there? Now this car is probably one of the bigger GT3 cars. It doesn't feel heavy, but it doesn't feel light. So it's just in between. And oh, hit the wall there. I don't think that's gonna matter. So can I shoot it deep? Nope. Alright, that's just a skill issue. That's just like me braking really late, hoping I get an advantage out of it. I take the fountain chicane, really good. Is that a chicane? Wait, what do we count that? It's just a roundabout, half roundabout. Okay, I'm just driving really bad. I'm gonna end that lap because we don't need lap time. I'm gonna put this in the mid category because ahead of the Audi, yeah. Alright, final 2 cars. How familiar? Corvette and BMW. totally haven't seen that this year on track in real life. So currently the M4 GT3 is kind of my enemy because they kind of ram Corvettes just a bit. So I'm gonna put this in. I drive it in Sprint Race. It's a pretty fast car because it's the inline 6 twin turbo, so there's a lot of torque, but it's not like the best GT3 car ever. It's just, I wouldn't say it's a field filler because it competes for races, but like, I don't know. It just feels like a GT3 car. I'm probably gonna say that for a lot of these cars, but like, yeah. Anyways, if this gets a bad time, that's on me. If it doesn't, they got a 127.815. So that's not bad. It's like, what was that crash? Why was that so realistic? I'm gonna put it in. I drive in a sprint race in like the last position because I don't really vibe with the BMW M4 GT3. But last car, it's a Corvette Theos GT3R, baby. I am a professional Corvette glazer, so time for the glazing. So most used car is the GT3 06 GT3R 2024 alongside the Indy cars. I've driven almost 1,000 kilometers in an Indy car. So I have driven 546 kilometers in the GT3 06 GT3R 2024 Corvette. Followed by Michigan GTD, which is a Corvette C8R, and then Michigan EGT, which is the Corvette C8R GTE, followed by a Corvette C7 GT3R Callaway. So, a bunch of Corvettes. I know how to drive this car probably the best, so yeah. Time for the lap. I'm gonna skip to the first lap right now. So. A 129, so not bad. The car is a good car. It's a Corvette, so let me exit the game. It's Corvette, so it automatically gets top tier. Alright, so that's my ranking of GT3 cars. None of them went into made for the wall, so anybody's favorite GT3 car has been saved, I guess. Corvette on top. Bentley Continental is curse. I don't know. See ya.